What is up, my friends? We are back for another Wednesday comic book haul, this time for Wednesday, November 21st, 2018. I hope everyone's doing well out there. I hope everyone was able to find the books they were looking for today, and if not, I hope we find them very soon and for a great price. If this is your first time coming through the channel, thanks for stopping by, hanging out with me. I really appreciate you giving the channel a shot. Hopefully you see some books that you like, or you enjoy the vibe of the video overall. And if you do, please be sure to give the video a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Current subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I say that all the time, but I mean it each and every time, and more the more I say it. So the channel recently hit over 500 subscribers, which is insane to me. I said it before and I say it again. I thought me, my girlfriend, and my mom would be the only people watching these videos. So you guys have been showing up and showing out, and I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me. And it's been a fun time. I love chatting with everybody. The people in the comments have become really cool friends and associates and things like that. People that follow me on Instagram also. It's been a great journey, and I really appreciate everyone for watching, taking the time out of your day to watch and comment. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. So here we have today a pretty small haul for Wednesday. I have a few books that I picked up over the weekend, and I have a few books that I picked up over the weekend for local comic shop day. So I was able to get some goodies there, so I'll share those with you a little later on. But first I want to get into this week's haul, which everyone is waiting for. Get that out of the way. First we have Black Badge. This is issue number 4. Really like Black Badge. I'm still having a great time reading it. I think I have to read issue number 3 again. I'm not sure. It's been a while. I've read a lot of stuff recently, so it's hard to keep up sometimes, but I'm pretty sure I have to read issue number 3. Issues number 1 and 2 are a great time. If you're not reading them, if you have space on your pull list, add these to your pull list. You won't be disappointed. Black Badge by Boom Studios. Days of Hate. This is chapter 10 of 12. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have reached the point where I'm going to read these all at one time. So as soon as issue 12 comes out, I'll dive right back into these. I just have some other books I want to get to first, and I feel like I could, just sit down, take an afternoon, hour or two, and really run through these Days of Hate books. So can't wait to do that. Cold Spots, issue number 4. Great cover. Really like that cover. I like the way it shows up on the camera. Fantastic cover. Cold Spots has been a really good story. I've read issues number 1 and 2, I believe 3. But it's been a great time. It's a slow pace, but it's a good storyline. So you don't feel the slow pace doesn't take away from the story, if that makes any sense. Really having a good time reading that. I don't hear too much about it, but if you're reading it, let me know what you think. One of my favorites. I am definitely current on this one. This is Burnouts, issue number 3, and that is the C cover, a really amazing cover. I kind of picked this one up by accident. I just grabbed one just to make sure I had one, because for some reason I have not added this to my pull list yet. So I just made sure I grabbed one before I hit the register to pay. So Burnouts number 3, cannot wait to read this one. Really cool premise, and I guess I can kind of give this one away just for those who want to read it. I really don't do that too often. I like for people to be surprised, but in this case I'll do it. Why not? So Burnouts is a story about some people who indulge in alcohol or drugs, I guess marijuana, things like that. Some of those people can see aliens. So I'll just leave it at that. So Burnouts number 3. Weird but cool. Here we have Scotty Young's Middle West. This was the 1 in 10 cover. I was really excited to get it. I actually got it for cover price, which I wouldn't say I was surprised when I got it, but later on going to the other shops, I noticed that most of the other shops were selling it for more than cover price. So I was happy, all excited that I got mine for undercover price, and I get home, I'm bagging and boarding my stuff, and lo and behold, there is a slight tear right here. I can live with it, but it would have been nice to, have a flawless copy. Other than that, it's great. So it would have been nice been able to have that graded and get a high grade on it. It's a really nice cover other than that. So can't wait to read it. I hear good things about it. So I was actually told that this should be my first read this week. So I'll get right on that. I actually finished up reading something today that I'll show you a little later on. And many people who follow this channel will be pretty excited that I finally got to it. New Age of Heroes, Sideways. Brief interlude. This is issue number 10. Really, really nice cover. I'm not mad at this cover at all. From what I'm hearing, this will be discontinued, or they've canceled this title. I think they'll push out a few more issues, but it's going to be ending pretty soon. So I'm a little bummed about that. I really dig Sideways. I understand the comparison that people make to Spider-Man. I fully get that. But after reading the story, I think there's some good separation between the two characters. And after scouring the internet, just perusing, I learned that, both DC and Marvel have stolen, for lack of a better word, borrowed, were inspired by each other to create, counterpart characters. So, for instance, Superman and Sentry, things like that happen a lot more than I thought, going into reading comic books. So, I understand that it happens, but this story definitely, I think, set itself apart from Spider-Man, and I'm going to be sad to see it go. I was having a really good time reading it. I think I held off on reading that because of the comparison in my mind before actually reading it. And I did the same thing with the Terrifics. Although I don't read the Fantastic Four, I could immediately see the resemblance. But after reading the first issue, I definitely will continue to do so. So Sideways and The Curse of Brimstone will be ending for sure, from what I'm reading. So next up, Harley Quinn, issue number 54, Frank Cho cover. I'm not passing up on any of these Frank Cho covers. Really, really gorgeous cover. Hopefully I can get him to sign another copy for me, or another issue for me, and hopefully get a 9/8 this time. So can't wait for that. Hopefully he shows up at Baltimore Comic-Con next year. Flawless cover. Really, really like it. I like what he does with the coloring on the hair when he does these black and white covers. He's a beast. Justice League Dark. This is issue number 5. This is the variant cover, the B cover. Really nice cover. It was actually on my pull list, and I don't remember adding it, but I'm not mad. Sometimes things just pop up. I think, my shop starts to learn my behavior, and they just add things for me. So I think that's what happened here, or I may have just forgotten that I added it. Who knows at this point. But great cover. I'm still behind the times on reading it, but that's how the game goes. Next up, Teen Titans, issue number 24. Really, really nice cover. Nothing bad to say about that cover. This, indeed, I know for sure I added myself through the comic hub that we use at one of my shops. So that app has been very helpful from time to time. Sometimes I can add things and I don't actually get them, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, I guess. I realize I'm going to have to start using Midtown again for certain things that I really want, because I'm finding that I'm not able to always get what I want at my shops. So I just want to be sure that I grab copies of things. For instance, today, Middle West, I wanted the Scotty Young C cover, I believe, the white cover with the ghoul or whatever right around the character. But that was a really good cover, and I missed out on it because I didn't order it sooner or order it from Midtown. So I'll be doing stuff like that going forward. So we may start seeing weekend hauls picking up again shortly. Cover, issue number 3. That's the A cover. I haven't started reading this yet, but I hear good things about it. I had a long conversation with a guy who runs one of the shops in my area, or works at one of the shops in my area, and he really liked it, and he doesn't normally steer me wrong, so I got to give this a try. So I'll definitely keep buying it, and at some point I'll find the time to read it. If you're reading it, let me know what you think about it. Pearl, issue number 4. I am all caught up on Pearl. I don't miss a I don't miss an issue, and I read them all in a timely manner. Pearl has been a really fun time. It's a little offbeat, I think, but I really like it. I shouldn't say offbeat. It's a little, I don't know what it is, but it's a great read. So if you have time, if you're looking for something new to read, you might want to check out Pearl. So I got one copy of the A cover, and I got another copy. I didn't realize this was on my pull list at another shop, or I forgot, so I grabbed 2 copies, but I'm not mad. They're both minty condition, so maybe when this takes off, when and if, I have 2 copies of number 4. I know I have a few copies of the first issue. So moving on to Marvel, my friends, we have this amazing cover right here. I'm not sure exactly what story this is going with. I want to say Iron Man, just, you know, for the sake of saying, but let me look that up really quickly just to be sure. Or I can open it up. This is Tony Stark Iron Man, issue number 6, the Battle Lines variant. And this is a really good cover. I don't have any color rub on this one. I skated by, color rub free, so I'm a happy camper. Really gorgeous cover. Glad to have it. That's the only one I got today. I'm not sure if that's the only one that was released today. I would have to check that out later. Shuri, the movie variant cover, excuse me, Black Panther, issue number 2. Really nice cover. My girlfriend is in love with Shuri, so I had to get this one. If she found out that this came out today and I didn't have a copy, there might be problems in the household. No, but I'm sure she'll be happy to see this one. It's one of her favorite characters, so I was sure to get it for her. Infinity Warp's Ghost Panther. This is the A cover. I was not able to get the B cover or the C cover. While I found some copies of the B cover, they were really mangled. The spines were really bad. This one even has color rub in this area up here, and I wasn't able to find the C cover at all. It's available in Midtown, so I might order it there, but I've been trying to, you know, use my local comic shops as much as possible for things, so that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And I know it's not their fault. I'm not blaming anyone. That's just what I'm dealing with in my area. So Ghost Panther, number 1. Cool cover. One of my favorites, Spider-Geddon. I'm loving Spider-Geddon. I'm definitely loving these connecting covers by In-Hak Lee. That's issue number 4. Really crispy, clean cover. Loving it. Can't wait to put them all together and see what they look like. And I may post it up on Instagram. You know, make sure you're following me on Instagram at @GrabThoseKeys. Don't be shy. Last but not least, for this week's haul, Web of Venom, Carnage Born. I know people are really excited about this title. I can't wait to read it. I just grabbed the B cover. That's the one I liked. And there were a few copies of this available. I only grabbed one. I didn't want to be greedy with this title. So there you have it. Really nice cover. Cannot wait to read it, as I said before. So Before we get into local comic shop day, let's look at some books I picked up last weekend. For some reason, last week I missed out on Juke Joint issue number 2. Issue number 1 was fun. I'm all about a voodoo type story because that's the stuff that creeps me out the most. So anything creepy I'm reading. So I can't wait to read issue number 2. Issue number 1 was a good time. A creepy time, but a good time. Oh, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. This is the B cover to Bully Wars, issue number 1. Really, really nice cover. Look at that. Wow. Scotty Young's a beast, as most of us know. I'm grabbing most of his covers whenever possible. And this is a great story. I've been singing its praises for weeks now. If you have time, if you have room on your pull list, make sure you grab it. It's a really, really good story, and I doubt that you'll be disappointed. The artwork is great, the story is great, great all around. This gem I stumbled upon. Never thought I would get my hands on a copy after it was released, and I couldn't find any. But lo and behold, I got lucky. The stars aligned for me. So here we have Suicide Squad 47. The B cover, my friends. I'm a part of the club now. I have my copy. Really, really great condition. No issues on this whatsoever. And I love a white background, so I'm a happy camper. Last but not least, another gem, something else I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get, but lo and behold, I found it. My weekend shop is really awesome for, picking up things that I may have missed. And they usually, for some reason, if an issue comes out or a cover I really like comes out one week and I don't see it there when I go one Saturday, probably the next Saturday I go, they miraculously have a cover. I don't know how it works. I don't ask. I just grab my copy, pay, and run. So thanks to those guys and girls up there. So here we have Wonder Woman 57, the Jenny Frizen cover. And like I said, I love creepy. This is creepy. Jenny Frizen's amazing. So I had to grab this, and hopefully I can get her to sign this or the one that came out last week. Maybe both. Who knows? So, last weekend was local comic shop day, and my local comic shop had some really cool books, as many comic shops did, that were available. I think stores distribute them differently. Some just, raise the price or set a price. Other people, like my shop, do auctions. And I'm sure there's all types of different variations in between of how they make these available. But we had an auction, a silent auction. I put my name in the hat for a few things. I actually missed the auction itself. I went back home. I didn't realize what time it was going to be. A little confusion there, but it happens. But I put my name in the hat for 2 things, or maybe about 5 things, and I got 2 of the 5. So I'm not disappointed. That's just the way it goes. So first of all, I have the first issue of Blackbird. That is a stunning cover. A stunning cover. I'm really excited to get this one. And it's a really clean copy. So, not mad at that at all. And I also picked up, via the auction, Gideon Falls hardcover. I love Gideon Falls. It's a great time. Cannot wait to read the next issue that comes out. I am always current on Gideon Falls. It's the first thing I read whenever they come out. So I can't wait to see how this title shakes out. And I'm sure if you're reading it, you enjoy it also. So that's the Gideon Falls hardcover. Really cool cover. I also was able to purchase, just flat out purchase, Cherry Blossom Riverdale, Archie Comics #1. My girlfriend loves Riverdale. We love Riverdale. I don't mind. I like the show too. But this is one of her favorite characters, and this cover is stunning. So since it's so minty, I was thinking about surprising her. I think I can say that now because I don't believe she watches anymore, or at least not as much as she used to, being as busy as she is. But I may send this one off to get graded. I think she would really like that. So, stunning cover. Nothing bad to say about that at all. And last but not least, people have been asking me why I have not read this title for quite some time, and assuring me that once I did, I would love it. And everyone who recommended this to me was not wrong. This was based off of a recommendation, I think more so because I like the realm, and this is kind of realm-ish. So I was able to grab the trade last Saturday, and I just finished reading it today. I started last night, got really tired, went to bed, and I finished it just before I made this video. So here we have Oblivion Song Chapter 1. Thank you to any and everyone who recommended this title to me. This was a really, really good read. After reading it, I was like, why didn't I read this sooner? And I actually remember when this was when this first came out, and the hype around it then, and I just kind of let it pass me by. I remember the covers and things like that people were really excited about, but I just, let it float on past me. But I was really happy that I got the trade. I was able to read it all in one shot, 2 shots, and it was a great time. So thanks again for everyone who recommended Oblivion Song to me. I definitely take recommendations into account. I have time more often than not to read. So if you're reading something that you think I should check out, let me know, and we'll definitely chat about it in the comments. I owe a lot of people a lot of updates after reading this. So thanks again. Thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. Oh, one other thing before I go. There was a challenge issued at my local comic shop for, there was a bag and board challenge. So me and another guy, my new friend Sam that I met down there, he was, we were competing against each other to see who could bag and board 25 comic books the fastest. So I happened to win. Sam put up a good fight. He's a good guy. It's always nice to meet new good people at the shop. So I just wanted to say that. And I posted some pictures of the books that we bagged, that I bagged and boarded on Instagram, so you can check those out. They were pretty fun. And yeah, had a great time. So now I am the bag and boarding champion of my local comic shop, which is pretty cool. So it's all in fun. And thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to check out some older videos. I'm sure you'll have a good time. And be sure to always hit me up in the comments. I love chatting with everyone, hearing what people are reading, hearing what people are liking, what covers you're grabbing, what covers you're looking forward to. I got time for all that. So thanks again for watching. Now get back out there and grab those